Hello and welcome back to My Own Worst Enemy unboxing time. And I have Pyrates, a game for 1 to 4 players set during the golden age of piracy in the Caribbean. I like pirate games. I don't have many pirate games, but I just, I do like the theme. I think I mentioned, if you watched on Armchair Dragoons, we talk about, of course, the annual Compass Holiday Catalog. And I believe I mentioned there is a pirate game coming out from Compass that I called out that I was looking forward to, and I kind of got a very mediocre response from the guys on the podcast with me. They didn't seem to think they were too thrilled about pirate games, but I am. I like pirate games, so I was really excited to see this one at White Dog. And so this is it's a pirate game from 1 to 4 players, optional rules for a 5th player. Solitaire suitability is very high. So instead of reading the game components, as there is a rather long list, we're just going to dive in here and look at what we get. And I'm going to take just a look on the back to see who the designer is. The game designer, that's right, is David Kershaw. David Kershaw is the designer for Vietnam Solitaire, and that is important to me because I love Don't Tread on Me by Ben Madison. And Don't Tread on Me was inspired, if I understand correctly, was inspired by David Kershaw's Vietnam Solitaire game. And I do have his Vietnam Solitaire game, and I will get that to the table at some point. So let's go ahead and dive into this and see what we get with our pirate game. We get cards, so let's take a look at those first. Now we'll pull that plastic off. Now these are very nice cards. Is this printed by Blue Panther? I'm sure it is. I can tell just by looking at it that it is, but does it say? It doesn't say, but I'm 99.9% sure this is a Blue Panther printing. These cards are very nice. They have they're glossy, and they have that, I always have a hard time finding the word to describe these poker cards that have this, it's almost like a waxy feeling, but quality is the word that I am definitely looking for. So we have these cards that have, it looks like pirate names. So these are probably player cards that you will get to choose from. And it looks like there's a ton of those. So that is good. I like that. And it looks like these are all, well, there are some ship cards. So you have pirate players and their ships, which look like they have different ratings on them. So that's good. Tons of those as well. And I see different countries represented. So nice deck of cards. Let's just go in order of what we're pulling out here. The counter sheet. And these are very nice counters. The colors are very Eastery, if I can use that term. Pastel is what I'm trying to say. But they look nice. I really like the counters. I think they look really, really good. There's some ships, and the backs of these, there's not much on the backs. So there's the backs. You've seen the counters now. Let's see, do they punch easy? They do punch easy. I'm punching out now that's really hard to read. It says trade goods, but I'm going to hold that up so maybe you can see it. Trade goods. Now my eyes are really bad. I think I mentioned that in the past. These are really thick. Let's see if I can show you how thick that is. That's a really thick counter. And again, this is the Blue Panther, very nice wooden-ish counters. Yeah, the print, it's cursive, which you kids, I don't know if you can read cursive nowadays, but it is cursive and a little difficult to read. But I guess it's thematic, and I would take thematic over, well, I don't know. It's hard to say. It is hard to read for these old eyes. So that's the counters, and now we're going to pull out the rule book, which is 11 pages. It's typical Blue Panther paper, so it should stand up to the test of time with components, game components, overview. Very good graphics, full color. It's all here. Action, piracy, raid, end phase, victory phase. And optional rules, we like to see optional rules, more powerful AI. So it is solitaire friendly as it called out. 5 human players, more pirates, please. Just looking at that, fewer pirates. So I guess it's just saying you can play with fewer pirates if you want to. What do I do if I run out of trade good counters? Trade goods are double-sided. There are 2 goods on the other side. Well, if I run out of trade good counters, I've got tons of bits and pieces I can use to make that up with. Find out more. So here's some books that you can read apparently about pirates. So that is appreciated. Podcast. I'm gonna have to check this out. I'm always looking for a good podcast. The Pirate History Podcast, over 200 quality episodes. I will definitely check that out. Then there's some visual stuff. Our Flag Means Death. So that is a series on Amazon or Netflix or one of those things. Have not watched it. It looks kind of silly, and that's why I haven't watched it, but it is a comedy, so I don't know. And then, of course, the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise. I saw the first movie, but nothing after the first movie, so I can't tell you anything about that. And then Visit. Well, you can actually visit where all this took place, and I guess that would be nice. And there's just a couple of paragraphs of designer notes there, and you can see the find out more on the rule book. And now we have a quick reference sheet. There's one of those, very thick, nothing on the back of that. Let's take a quick look at the quick reference sheet. So that's always appreciated in a game. And then we have, and I did not opt for the cloth map that Blue Panther is printing now. So that might have been a nice option here, especially since it's a pirate game. You have a nice cloth map that would have been very thematic. So we're going to spread this out. And of course, we're centered on the Caribbean. You have Florida is up here in the northwest is what I'm trying to think of. South America. We've got our turn track. We've got our, what does that say up there? Random port tables and places for cards, merchant ships. And some boxes here for holding your, I'm assuming that's where your ships will be located. And that is it. We've hit rock bottom. We hit rock bottom in the box, that is. I'm looking forward to giving this one a try. You will see a playthrough on the channel at some point. I know that some of you guys, I don't seem to not like the non-historical stuff. I'm doing Federation Space now, and it doesn't seem like there's a heck of a lot of interest in that. I'm a little disappointed in the number of views that I'm getting and the number of thumbs up I'm getting on Federation Space. Maybe the more non-historical stuff just isn't a thing for a lot of the viewers, but nevertheless, I will do this one on the channel because I really like pirate games and I like role-playing stuff. I will definitely do this on the channel. There you go, a quick unboxing of Pirates, and look forward to getting this to the table. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you have not. And as always, I look forward to seeing you back here next time. Thank you for watching.